Hello. Good afternoon or good morning to you, whichever it is. Room 69, hello. I'm going to be continuing with some Act 2. I stopped the stream here last time because it's about to be the exploration part. So it was a good place to stop yesterday. How are you all doing? Hopefully the bitrate's good. Hopefully the audio's good. Let me just double check that I turned on audio. Yes, I often forget to do that. Stuck at home sick last at least episode. Sorry to hear about that. But we got a patch today, and Commissar at all costs has have it. Oh, if I click the right button, has had its damage reduced. So yeah, instead of doing 300% weapon damage, it's now doing 95% weapon damage. So yeah, I tested it earlier. Instead of doing like 80 damage to Ablard, I was doing 10 damage to Ablard. So. Boo, it's now harder to kill allies to get pyre-wide buffs, but yay, more people are going to be happy to use this, so it is what it is. Heinrich's video's gone out, so had a little cover of some of the demon summoner stuff, talking about why I prefer to play him as a buffer now, and that if you want to play him as Executioner, yes, he's still the strongest damage companion in the game, so good. The plan is going to be obviously to build up a little bit of EXP, exploring some of these systems, and then yes, moving on to Janus and recruiting Yearlet and looking about there. So all the videos are now out to cover Act 1, which means I can happily progress into Act 2. And then tomorrow we'll get the J video out, and then the day afterwards will be Yearlet, and then it'll move into the Act 3 companions. I'm not updating until I finish my run. That ruins my Commissar immersion. This game has taken over my life. Dude, this game has been nothing but my life for a year. I was an FPS player. I just played Cyberpunk. I was like, maybe I want to try a CRPG again, because I haven't played a proper good one going back years and years. And then, yeah, and then I was like, this game has no guides. It sucks. It's so hard to learn. So I ended up creating the content that I wish I could have YouTubed at the time. Okay, cool. We're getting some holy glyphs. And we picked up the Blessed Bolter casing, which is everyone's favourite item in the game. Yep, some more stuff to sell. It's all good. See, I accidentally got this nerfed, and I'm really upset. So, Aldari weapons, they didn't used to cost MP, so I said to the devs, I was like, yo, some of the Aldari weapons don't cost MP when you strike, but some do. Could we get it fixed so that it's consistent? When I said that, I meant, I think it's a cool niche that Aldari weapons don't consume NP. The devs went, oh, okay, and they made it so they all suck. Like, this is, like, they completely took the wrong takeaway from that. I wanted it to be the no MP using item. But on that note, I've now got on my Discord in a pinned message in the Rogue Trader section, ADDB, who's the guy who makes Toybox. He's updated his Shearing Strikes mod to be compatible with 1.5, so yeah, I've put a link to that there. So yeah, that guy is a gentleman and a scholar. Like, he is definitely doing some really good things. I can see both sides of it. I like the idea of it being high risk, high reward. But as you're going to see, I'm going to be able to turbo buff my companions. The game content is about to get much easier. Assistance Kilo. By the way, so this is where you want to go to before Janus, because there's a new item here for Yearlet, and it's quite a good one. I do need to update the loot table, and I just need to get someone who's willing to update the spreadsheets, because what I've done is I've exported all the raw stats from where every item in the game drops into a file, but I need to then manually translate them from Russian to English or some of the internal holding names, and then add it to the spreadsheet with all the correct stats. But I just can't bring myself to do it, because I did it for yeah, here's the armor I was talking about. So I did it for the base game, I did it for DLC 1, I hadn't got around to DLC 2 or 1.5, and I can't, it's so much work, because obviously I wanted to get all the builds updated as well, but I will probably do it eventually. Like, I do need to update the Steam guide. But yeah, the Hunter's Files armor, you basically, the wearer gains 2 MP and a new ability. I don't know why they keep giving her MP when it turns off Sharpshooter. But yeah, Strike for Kernus. The wearer gains all MP and can make an additional attack this turn for the cost of 1 AP. pretty good. I think they should take away that cost because operatives they are very AP starved. This game's taking time to start my character. I won't get past Act 4. Hey Revan, quick question: is this the item applies for A blood? If the wearer is dogmatic conviction, the damage is increased by +4 instead. Which item? Do you mean the Blessed Cape? So, if the melee attack damage, increases melee attack damage against demons, so only against demons, by +2. If the wearer has conviction dogmatic, this damage increased +4. That will apply to A blood, yes, because in the update, they changed his conviction. So he was just rank 2 iconoclast, but now he has rank 1 dogmatic, so yes, that will work with Abelard. Posts. Yep. Jay's better than me at commanding my own ship. That's bullshit. Oh, but Jay's also better than Pascal at operating the shield, so I will remain in command of my own ship. Cool. And yeah. So they changed the way a couple of the colony stuff works. Naturally, we need to get the Malpain Shroud. So there are some other good items, but none of them compete with the Malpain Shroud. You can get Soul Pan Power Sword, which is quite a good power sword. The boots are quite nice. But yeah, you always pick Malpain Shroud because it is pretty much the strongest. It's one of the strongest items in the entire game. And as soon as you get Invigorating Resolve to combine with it on Abelard, like, poof, woo! Did I hear you right? They're patching Commissar. They've already done it. The patch is already live. So you'll notice that your damage, instead of doing 300% damage, will do less than the normal shot damage. Hello, good morning, good afternoon. I'm running Commissar Soldier, and it hit too hard 1 round buff worth. It did hit very fucking hard, because when I was doing the test patch, I played Soldier Commissar as well, and I was like, oh, okay, I kill anyone I shoot. What are you talking about the other day? Metagaming to get rank 2 in icon class with certain bonuses. Basically, Iconoclast Master of Command. In the first round of every combat, the Rogue Trader and their allies get 2+ Rogue Traders Iconoclast rank MP, but it still stacks on top of the first one, which is Rogue Trader and 2 random allies get combat temporary wounds equal to their resolve. I thought it was the other way around. It's Iconoclast 1. But yes, you can turn Resolve into temp HP. So if you can Resolve stack your allies. So if I start my Commissar next to enemies, it gives +2 Resolve to all my allies. And if I keep them close to me with some of the other abilities, it boosts their stuff. So depending on how I place them turn 1, they can all get buffs to their Resolve, which can therefore buff the temp HP. So then you can shoot them in the back straight away. But there are other ways to build temp HP, but now you just don't even need to worry about it. Oh, actually, I should have gone to the jungle world there. Ugh. I need to get back in the gym. My gym routine, whilst I've been doing this for the last month, has been non-existent. And a friend tore my bicep and my forearm just before that, so I have not been consistent. I still need to decide what build to present for Jay, because I think they're all good. Like, Servo Skull's really good, Master Tactician's really good. I don't much rate her Grand Strategist option. No worries. At this point, did I remember to update that on the sheet? Blah, 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 blah. So Jay, the technician, yep, that's all good. And we've got deadly accuracy, yep. And then G Master Tactician, so the Gunslinger. Yeah, we get Deadly Accuracy there. I might grab that earlier. But we take it there because we want the Perception here. But without the AP, we're probably not going to be shooting too much. So no, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure which one of these two I want to present. Maybe I'll do a poll on the channel. Let's pop on over to the tubes. Post. Text poll. Yeah, so people can vote. I'm anything if not for the people. What exactly is a psychic phenomena in heretical rank 2? So psychic phenomena are the little odd things that happen, like sometimes you hear noises or voices. They're normally not deadly. It's warp perils that are the deadly one. So yeah, sometimes you'll get, you hear spooky noises, text pop up on screen, and you'll hear weird sounds. But yeah, they do practically nothing. Yeah, if you actually read it as well. So I don't think it tells you. Yeah, so actually, if you click it, it tells you. So each time a psyker uses their psychic powers, the veil between real space and the warp degrades, which can trigger psychic phenomenon. Psychic phenomena are more disconcerting than dangerous. Yeah, so these are the not bad versions. Over there. It's funny that you get the Staff of Mindsight before you get the Telepath Staff now, the way that they've reworked the Telepath Staff drop.
The Emperor favors me today.
It's like, do you hear how the sound sounds underwater? That's like psychic phenomenon. Ah, bitch. My frail organics require this. Ah, bitch. Integrity factor increase. Error. Making adjustments. See, stuff like this is more tedious than anything else. Like, I failed 70% 3 or 4 times now.
Pay attention.
Oh, 40%. Ugh. Assume we can't buff.
The burden of failure is the most terrible punishment.
Wow. We're not getting that full progression now, are we? I probably want... Actually, no, I've got Cassia. She's got high willpower checks. Well, let's see if we accidentally fuck up and lose a teammate. Nice. Yeah, you can sacrifice a teammate to that. But yeah, you can try to take on the pit as well. You can get bonuses. I believe because I didn't... Yeah, because I pulled away straight away, I didn't get any bonuses there. Yeah. But you can try to make some checks here. But I saw that 40%. I was like, there's no way I'm going to make the higher checks. Yeah, they've reworked a lot of the skill checks, so that's a little too high for where I've come here at this level. Some of the skill checks they made much easier. Some of them are really fucking hard. Like, you'll see it with some of the later checks, that the chances are you're not going to pass them. I think I'm going for Gunslinger on this one. See, let's have a little reread of her stuff. So her Gunslinger is when fighting with weapons in both hands, the attack from the second hand, including which the hand she is attacked from the first one, does not cost any additional AP. So I can actually have the shotgun pistol in the offhand and still give pair holster to my Commissar, and it won't really fuck with Jay's build. So that's absolutely fine. And I've actually, they've updated some of the names of some of the abilities, so I'm actually changing my build slightly to get dual weapon combat and the damage stuff early. So by level 30, I'm going to be swapping from pure buff to also going for damage, which is obviously much later than the other versions. Yeah. Hey Revan, found your YouTube videos and read your Steam guides. Very informative. Appreciate your hard work for the Emperor. No, thank you very much. Yeah, any questions, just feel free to ask. That's what I'm here for. Oh, and for the people that are jumped in and following now, thanks for the follows and whatnot. Do appreciate it. Yeah, feel free, guys. Constantly ask questions of Exit Game. How best to use at all costs? Well, they've recently reduced it, so now you just shoot your teammates in the back. Because if you check it now, it's now only 95% of your damage. So you actually, if you have a low damage pistol, it costs practically nothing. So yeah, my one would be doing less than this base damage now. Oh, I have 4 Discord messages. Yeah. My partner's from Thailand, and I can smell her making Thai green curry, and it's so good. And don't worry, I found that one locally. I didn't order her. Okay, well, let's not make the mistake of going on orange routes again. We could pop this way to get some stuff as well, but we're going to want to check everything along the way. They've reworked how all of this stuff works now. So some of them actually cost profit factor. So if I pick this one, it will actually decrease my profit factor by 3. This one will actually give me dogmatic rep. And so you have to be careful about choosing which alignment you go to. So if I wanted to get to Iconoclast 5 to get like Excellence, or if I wanted to get Transcend, I need to make sure that I don't accidentally get, yeah, rank 3. You found that one locally, yes. I'm a bit older than some of the viewers might be, but the old meme of ordering a wife from Thailand is British comedy gold. Like, it's so. Yeah, I was just saying that one I procured locally. I didn't order her online. Mail order brides classic, yes. Haha, memes. The meme is sex trafficking. Those I don't know. Oh, I'm probably banned from Twitch now, so Twitch viewers, feel free to come over to YouTube. Yes, Little Britain. Well, obviously that went way before Little Britain. The reason stuff like Little Britain covered that is a lot of people born in sort of the Victorian times going into like 1930s, 1940s, they were doing that quite often. It's like even her father, who's half English, is like 90 and his mum's 50. So it's sometimes memes reflect reality, you know? There's Janus. Same in early America was a meme here too. Yep. With the new Astra Militarum and weapons, is it viable to do a Lasgun Arc Militant? Yes, very viable. So I actually had a comment earlier on the YouTube today of some guy who was a little bit upset that I had said that the Lasgun builds were good. And I was like, but they are good. But he was saying they weren't good. So I did end game testing and some early game testing. So like for turn 1, you can easily be doing 30 shots, and even just 2 of them hitting, like 480, 300, and that times 30, that's a lot. But then I decided to look at it early game, and yeah, so if I do an 8-shot burst, everything died, so only 4 shots hit. But he's doing about 34, which is the same as Argenta. So he's keeping up with damage with Argenta in Act 1 and having a high rate of fire. So gonna do more than that. At the moment, I'm not streaming on Grimdark because I didn't know how stable the save would be, so I didn't want to accidentally break the game. And it's like even things like just without rapid fire, 7-shot burst, each doing 30. It's good. And easily being able to boost up to 11 shots. Like, yeah, Astra Militarm Commander as a soldier, very, 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 very viable. Yeah, I don't know what else to add to that. Like, Las Gun, Shotgun, good. Las Rifle, Dual Las Pistol, also good. So yeah, you can do both. Don't understand. Argenta isn't ending turn 1, so Laz isn't good. I'm trying to follow your builds, but somehow most of the fights I just tried to stay away from enemies. I kill them with Laz guns on daring difficulty. Yep. It also depends on like your combinations for the builds. Like having any officer in the party is just going to guarantee some easy wins. Your camera's blocking the list on the right side. My bad. Let's have a second look there without the camera. So that's my bad. So Argenta doing her burst fire with regimental tactics. So obviously 8 shots, 4 hits, 4 misses, because well, her aim's a bit shit early game. But she's doing between 21 and 31 damage. Lasgun is firing 8 shots. He didn't miss any. He actually killed everything, so 4 didn't hit. But he's doing between 29 and 34, so his damage range is a little bit better. Then I tried with like some buffing it up, and I was easily able to get to 7 shots without rapid fire, and they're still easily doing about 30. With like joint analysis and stuff like that, like I'm getting 11-round burst fires here with a 40 ammo clip, and yeah, just going for it. And it's the same, like so when I had Listening of Hatred and Joint Analysis up, I was getting damage up to about 48 on my initial burst. So 11 shots, 7 hits, and it would vary from 12 to 48, and crits mostly hitting at 21. So even then, it's like, yeah, no, Les is good. Oh yeah, I was also testing a Dark Judge build, so I was trying a Dark Judge. Optimizing a Dark Judge, so having a hammer and a shotgun. The problem I'm having is a lot of these talents here I want over here, but I need these ones first. So it's like, I want that early, but everything else I need early. So yeah, I'm still trying to optimize that. But you know, the damage on that shit's really good. And yes, like I tested my Commissar shooting A-Blood in the back. It's now only doing 10 damage. So yeah, it's much better. We can pop this back on. Yep. Yeah, Argenta with long lasts is like a surgeon. Yep, she just doesn't really get anything to boost it, but if you want to guarantee a hit, it's good to have. I still like her with shotguns and burst weapons. Trying to figure out if I want to start this one as a Priest BD or Arc Rifle Operative. What about Navy Officer Blade Dancer? And you can be a swashbuckler. Yeah, let's quickly scan some more planets. We can actually get some ship upgrades here. We can trade Profit Factor for that as well. Yellow routes at this level, perfectly fine to travel. When I've got to like level 25, level 30, I can travel on orange routes and not really worry about it. Oh, you'll have a lot more navigator insight now. A lot more, and Cassian much easier to pass the checks even on unfair. I'm okay one-tapping Xeno, but my other companions are too precious for my Commissar. Play too much Skyrim as a stealth archer. Yes. Dude, I still have a 600 gigabyte modded overhaul Skyrim run that I need to get back to, but this game This game has been in the way. A 40k swashbuckler, I've never thought that. Yeah, because fleet combat training will trigger an offhand attack on death from above. It will also trigger an offhand attack every time you parry, and it will also trigger an offhand attack every time you crit. So there is a hair on my nose right there that is very itchy, and I want to yank it out, but I don't want people thinking of a substance habit. Trying to... See, look, just got 2 insight there. Trying to get rid of this hair. Oh, that connects up to here now. Oh yeah, no, that is the normal route going to Dargonis. Yeah, what am I talking about? How would Navy Officer work with BD? I thought they were meant to be more tanky. Fleet combat training. It just generates offhand attacks on parry or crit. And it applies to Blade Dance, it applies to Death Waltz, it applies to Death from Above. They did not think that through. They did not. I actually have a video that I haven't uploaded on it, which I can just quickly show some bits for it. So I haven't scheduled this one to come out yet. I will mute this so I don't have to hear my own self. But if you have a... We'll skip inside. I've put power armor and all sorts of fun little things on it just for testing. But you'll know... Oh my god. Do the thing. So yeah, if you look when he uses Death from Above here. Jumps in, crit, offhands both of them. So any crit, any parry will offhand, and it does include stuff like Blade Dance. Will do a crap ton of extra hits, like you saw the right at the end. And it'll be the same for Death Waltz. If you notice, he'll jump in and Death Waltz, he'll offhand, main attack, offhand immediately, then yeah, it kind of glitches out and it just fucking annihilates everything. And if your Death from Above's kill with the offhand, it will generate another Death from Above. So you can use Death from Above to generate Death from Above. So it's a really powerful setup. It's so funny because there were some things that I didn't realize, because someone literally just left a comment. It's like, oh, does Blade Dancer work with Navy Officer? Without even thinking, I just went, yeah, it'll be really good because every crit will generate an offhand attack. And I went, wait a minute, every crit will generate an offhand. So yes, then I quickly threw a build together myself, and I was like, yeah, oh nope, we don't do that. And I was like, yeah, guy, it's good, it's really good. And you can do it as an executioner. And you can use heavy armor. I was wearing power armor in that clip, so I didn't go heavy. I just picked up power armor because you can get the plus 10 to all stats and plus 30 to strength power armor. We must not tell Owlcat it'll be heresy. Yeah, well, it's the same with... Say you want to do a sword and gun build, Navy Officer is the best because every crit or parry will shoot with your offhand foe hammer. So sword and gun is optimized for that, which is crazy. Inquisition shipwreck. We don't want to do that now. So we will not do well there. So Navy Officer now comes back when you get 50%. There might be something there, combine BT abilities out. Yep. So you can, when you target enough people, you can actually generate a charge of the Navy Officer ability yourself. It's really good for a trauma build as well. Yep, Navy Officer Priest trauma build. That's the build that was in the video, and I've got it on the spreadsheet. So if you go to Navy Officer, and then you scroll along to the end, we have Warp Madness, which is the trauma build, Navy Officer Blade. This is potentially one of the 3 strongest builds in the game, unironically, with the other being the Priest version of this and the Pyromancer version of this. Dual Pistol Navy. You can't do Dual Pistol Navy because you need 1 melee weapon to trigger the effect. So you can do... main hand melee, offhand foe hammer, which you can later turn to burst pistol. So shotgun pistol that eventually becomes burst pistol. So every melee hit will automatically shoot your offhand. So it actually is a viable setup because nothing else supports really having dual weapon. So like, I don't even take the actual dual weapon specialist talent to like level 34 because from level 7, every critical does an offhand pistol attack. So we don't even need to worry about picking it up later. So yeah, it's pretty dope. And you can even do stuff like the pistols will actually follow up shoot anyone that you knock flying with the hammers. So you can use opening strike from warrior to increase your damage. But yeah, I'm always adding little builds on here. Like I've got the 2 Psycho Officer builds that people are asking for. I've got the Dark Judge, which I've separated from the other arbiters because it was getting very long. Because yeah, there was a lot of arbiters builds. So I was like, even I'm bored of scrolling. I updated Abelard as well to have the pistol build because people will want to play that. Yeah, at the end of the day, I make builds for people to enjoy, not builds that I just think are good. Not saying it's not good, but yeah. I'll come back for that later. Oh, you can't come back to that later. Whoops. How are we doing on EXP? Almost enough to get to level 20. I will quickly check some profit factor trades because I'm going to buy some stuff from here. Is Astra Militarum Commando or Commissar still a better dual pistol, or would Operative be okay? Astra Militarum or Commissar, vastly as a soldier, will outperform what Operative does because of just sheer attack economy. Operative has no way to generate attacks. That's why Operative is the worst archetype. So if you want to do a dual pistol build, Soldier, Commissar, Astra Militarum Commando are going to be your ways to go, because Astra Militarum Commando can build up your rate of fire on your las pistols, and Commissar will have extra ballistic skill and weapon skill, extra ballistic skill and fellowship damage, and you can gain fellowship from colony events, so especially if you go to Iconoclast, it's very easy to stack that up. Any plan to include a best in low-level items to the build? Sometimes I'm not sure what to use in Acts 1, 2, and 3 in Endgame that are not available yet. I've done videos on gear progression. So if you look at my gear progression builds, I just sort of go through the sort of stuff you have access to and what can be useful to you. No point trading here because I can't buy anything. I can now buy these things, which is good. It's also Precise Lance gun in there. Fellowship of the Void. I could get the next auto pistol. So it might actually be smart to get this pistol just because the base damage and the armor pen is lower, and that way I can buff my allies a little bit easier without hurting them. So yeah, I will actually give them a little bit. Oh, we'll get a big old fat hammer. So yeah, that's smart. So, whilst I'm buffing allies, I'm actually going to use the lower damage pistol. So it's still going to be a 7-round burst, which is pretty good. But, oh, that one's a 9-round burst. So this one's actually even lower. So I could do that as well. But it is higher. Well, arm pen doesn't matter. But yeah, so the ripple would actually be good for that. How much did they move around items? Was a huge... Yeah, they moved around a lot of the colony stuff. I throw pair holster from J in my Soldier Commissar build. Yep, that's good. Because J, if you have a foe hammer in the offhand, it will still cost 1 AP. So you can easily do 2 AP, 1 AP, and it's fine. And whereas otherwise, if you had 2 pistols, it'd be 2 and 2. So you can make it 2 and 0. So it's smarter that way. Yeah, I will be moving pair holster from J to my officer commissar just as soon as I get dual weapon fighting. Is Judge still viable? Yes, it's good. It's one of the best builds. It's one of the best map clear builds. Is there any trading discounts for the other factions? I know the pirate discount. I think it's just the pirates. I could be wrong. I've not picked up any other ones. I'm so happy the changes they made to regimental tax activation requirement, no longer having to have one of your guys in melee range was so nice. Yeah. Well, I used to just put my my guy himself in the melee range. So we trade profit factor for some new weapons and some new engine. Yeah, that costs us a little bit of profit factor, but we're going to get some more anyway. And we can upgrade to the mortar. As far as I know, only the pirates. Yeah, as far as I'm aware too, only the pirates get discounts. Oh, by the way, Dark Heresy is planned to have co-op, but the alpha might not have co-op. So any of you guys hoping for co-op on the alpha might not have it. Still remains to be confirmed, though. We'll check that void ship remains as well. So yeah, the reason I'm scanning planets is because, first of all, it gives you 50 XP per planet you scan, which is, it's enough to get some good few levels before you go do the first few planets, and you can also get profit factor to buy items. As for your swashbuckler, what kind of blades do you go? Drukhari? Yes, still Drukhari. Yes, see, now we're level 20. Any news about full voice acting? Yeah, the Dark Heresy is going to be fully voice acted. The alpha might not have voice acting, but the game was already announced with full voice acting a while ago. Split screen or online only? Ooh, I don't know. Don't know. Is the correct answer there. Ah, cool. AP increase. That is pretty nice. Let's go to the correct build that I'm following. So this one, yeah, it's going to be Blister Skill. Wouldn't have been anything else, but it's always worth checking. I can swap back to chat here. Yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to Dark Heresy. Obviously, with the Henry Cavill project coming out, then Dark Heresy having full voice acting, as well as updated graphics and a much more refined system. They said the level of changes between Rogue Trader and Dark Heresy will be about the same as Kingmaker to Wrath of the Righteous, so I'm expecting to see some huge overhills. Quick question about your Cassie build. Why not use Malign Influence, since both parts of Curiosities and Lidless Stare trigger it? Because it's low damage and it deactivates fresh target if you're using any operatives. So operatives losing 40% or so damage, not worth it. But if you don't care about that, fine. Will Stinky buy it for you only to never play it? Maybe. that does tend to be the way. He buys me games he wants me to play and then doesn't play them with me, and then wonders why I won't buy Battlefield 6. He's a good chap. Fresh target is only 15%. I think it's based on your intelligence, so if you buff, it's more. Let me double check. Let's not throw out misinformation into the community. So it's 10 plus perception bonus. So you can get more. So if you buff up to 200 perception, that's 30%. If you, obviously, you can get to 400, so that's 50%. But yeah, it's an increase in buff. It's actually one of their only real damage increases. Hello, Wiggles. How are you doing? Send unprepared troops boarding. We'll personally... we can get another hotshot las pistol here. If I don't fuck it up. Shit. 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 Did I fuck that up? Damn. I might have messed that up and thus didn't get... I messed it up. Didn't get the second hotshot las pistol. Lame. That's the problem when you have skill check based things. They increase those, so I didn't pass them. Ready to steal candy from the family. Nice. Does Commissar buff work if you're doing void ship defend and smoke one of the guards? Unfortunately not. I tried that. That was the first thing I tried. I tried it in the prologue as well. You can buff the guards if they survive, but you can't buff your party if you kill them. Hey Rev, have you tried any Cyber Eagle builds yet in 1.5? Yes, I'm using it on Pascal right now. With Arc Rifle. Builds are on the spreadsheet. I've got a few Cyber Eagle builds in there. I tried Prolonged as well. Ablard got it, the guards didn't. There. Alright, this area, very important now because you kind of need to trade fuel if you want to get an escort from the Navy before you do space combat. So yeah, if you want to guarantee having all the correct fuel, then yeah, that's something you've got to do. I just realised something I forgot to enable on the YouTube side. Let's make sure I've got the tags in the live stream, otherwise people searching won't be able to find it. And scheduled, yup. Details, and I think gain. Yeah, there it is. No tags, don't care about tags. But I blind? There we go. Nope. And oh, it's because it's on entertainment. We need to swap that over to gaming. There we go. Rogue Trader. Yeah, I fixed that for Twitch. Forgot to do that here. How does One for All feel now? Does it still kill everyone? Nope. It barely does any damage. At all costs now does like 10 damage. Those autocorrects are killing me this morning. Yeah. I think we will grab J because of tech bonuses. Oh, it's this one. That's the wrong mission. I'll go back to the ship and grab Pascal's combat. There's no point having a mirror of my own Commissar build. Maybe we'll get, yeah, 1.6 Commissar. We need a difficulty buff. Like, as much as I do want them to fix operative, like, even something simple, like exploits next returns, and if you shoot an enemy with 10 or more exploits, you generate an attack action. Huge buff, something viable archetype. But yeah, we do need difficulty increase as well. But it'd be so cool if I could actually manage to get one of the devs to talk to me and discuss about balancing ideas and what they're willing to do and what their limitations are.
The sacred exterminatus.
Well, of course Cassian's going first. Where's that blood? There.
If I may.
Right, let's set up some zones here.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
So, who do we want to do what first? Now, the distance, chances are Pascal's going to miss there. Cabela could easily take that guy, but that's not really going to progress us here. Argenta could shoot down here, but we kind of want them to move it up first.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
How much of these can we even stack? We can't stack them much, but if we get them touching Abelard, that'll debuff them at least. Just turned her into overseer. Yeah, probably use Jay next one. She is fun. Hello from Brazil. Could you show us a short, if needed, all the appearances of all the pets and the conviction changes?
I am a navigator.
Yes, actually, I think I don't even need to do a short for that. Because I believe the little article they did, they showed off all the pictures and they did actually release it on the Steam side of things. Like, I could easily do this into a video to try and like profit off it, but you guys here are on stream. So here's all the conviction changes for the pet doggos. Then you've got the same for Iconoclast on the Raven. Then you've got the same for the Silver Skull, and then the Eagle. Pascal's, what was we doing? Ah, yes, we were going to shoot, and then we were going to Eagle. 58, yeah, I don't think I will. Oh, okay. I see you and I see you. I've got a plan. We'll bait a blood. Do I see them? No.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Step aside. The navigator is coming.
10-1 priority feels so good. Yeah, it does. Oh, no. He knocked him down. Ooh. I don't remember them buffing this encounter, but did they? Ooh, 300. Ow. Ah! Ah!
As the tenants demand.
Okay.
As honor ordains.
Well, let's make sure the blade dance hits. See if we can...
As honor ordains.
Ooh. Ooh. We might be underleveled. Okay, that sucked. Abelard be down. Right, well, let's try out cost on him. So he did take a little bit of damage, and he healed up. But unless we gave him an injury, which we didn't. But yeah, Abelard's now got at all costs plus 19 to all of his stats. Although he's going to miss his turn anyway. Argenta is going to be what we buff here. So I'm actually going to pop him here. Take a burst fire myself. Oh, well, that's the plan if I don't shoot Abelard. Is the game really not going to let me shoot around that? Ugh. Okay, we'll shoot down here then. Then I will give a turn to Argenta.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Let's get this enemy off of us.
Is why I was chosen. Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Alright. Alright, well that built some versatility. Yeah, we don't need to worry about tactical advantage for now. So Abelard's going to lose his turn, but he's going to get those stats. Ugh, Cabela's down. But Cabela's not down because of dodge reduction. She's down because of she's down. Okay, let's bring the eagle in. Right, eagle definitely stole all of my dots, but we are going to play some more. Cool. Alright, on to actual main turn here. Now, you're down.
Guided by faith.
We want to shoot you.
As the
Good, 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 good.
is why I was chosen.
Right, back to
I
cover.
will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Then, Cassia.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered
Oh,
around.
Abelard still has his boosts online, so if we can bring these other enemies
I have read
closer,
tomes of military tactics.
we can get him to do some areas. So I'll pop her back over there, and then we'll bring it down.
Isn't this a job for
Now.
the serfs?
actually get to brace for impact. We could just push them back with this, but I want to get on an AoE first. Just, you love to see it. Meh. So, that knockback is going to generate some movement when we can either turn that into a finest hour, but then we can't move and attack because I don't have reckless rush yet. So I think daring breach would be the smarter option. Right, these guys died. Oh, you're down, so we're actually going to big bonk you. 142. That's some good damage. Right, let's get some of these guys away from Pascal. Oh, that's what we like to see. Nice. Yeah. People who say that the offhand shield only tickles people, like it does. It be doing. And if we pop Abelard here, he'll follow up on these guys, and he'll get a little bit extra because of the gloves.
If I may.
We can actually try to move this. It depends on her line of sight. She can't see him. We're turning this combat around. Bait was still on him, so the eagle just killed that guy. That's pretty funny.
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens. My fury rain down
Yeah,
upon
thought that'd be
thee,
better.
and so shall it be done.
Oh, Argenta, you can show us how to do it then.
I'll do it.
Only hit one. Ow. Ow.
Mortal flesh means nothing.
Could finish him, but I might want to move these in to help these guys. Yeah, we can brace for impact to help them out a little bit. Then Taunting Scream.
Indeed.
A little bit this and a little bit of that.
Will make a fine scar. With you at my side, victory is within
So
our grasp.
Pascal. Since the last patch, Abelard Art Milton is tank wrecking crew. Yes, he is. It's been a couple of patches actually, but yeah, he is pretty good. Only 10, damn. Oh. Well, what we'll do is we'll live bait ourselves. So if that guy attacks us, we'll be ready. Argenta might as well buff up herself a little bit. Nice.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
That guy's pretty tanky, isn't he?
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Good morning. How are we doing? Did they make Eagle better, or is it still kind of meh? It's still kind of meh. It works better with Operative now. As you can see, it hit that guy twice when he hit Pascal, but it's still kind of eh. It is what it is.
Your end is nigh.
3. I did 3.
And so it shall be done.
Rejoice in battle. None will escape the Emperor's judgment.
Stink Cloud took out the beakers.
Actions will speak.
The good thing about having an officer, though, is it's very easy to get people where I need them to be. You can't run from Abelard.
Victory is imminent. I will do my duty.
Good morning. How are we all doing? So I was a bit underleveled for that encounter. So as you can see, my party got a bit fucked up. but it's fine. We're fine. I've genuinely got to the point, even on unfair, I don't even think about the encounters I run into or even plan my route properly. I'm just like, yeah, I feel like doing this now. Ooh. Injuries. Oh, well, we got that. So lower enemies perception is good, and obviously we got the infusing staff upgrade for Cassia. Better staff. Good, 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 good. Yeah, that's going to be useful as we go to Janus. Lol, time to do the void ship. maybe we don't do void combat just yet.
A soldier would have been disciplined for such a performance.
Ah yes, 70% failures. We love to see them. The plasma rifle looks so cool in this cutscene. It's funny because this is kind of what the combat actually looks like. We're just in a turn-based CRPG.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
That's a lot of free cargo. Oh, we make old Astra Militarum Sniper with overpen build? No, because that's not how that works anymore. I changed it to because the Commissar overpen sniper build worked with that, but I've made a an Arkwright build. The Eagle's okay. Like it doesn't do well into the end game, but it's kind of funny to pick off snipers in the early game. Heresy the game doesn't tell you that this navigator gives you +10 to navigator insight. Yep. What happened to the ship and the crew? Bad stuff happened. I'm not tamed by chaos, no, nothing that's patted. I give you my word as road trader. War effect, where's the artifact now? Yeah, we can blow it up. I'm taking you aboard my ship. Get some iconoclast. Yeah, you get a movement glove in there. It's not even worth the reward. Like, they really should be putting good chaos artifacts and shit like that. It would be nice if there was a function to take combat and stitch them into a cinematic. Yes. Especially the free combat. Like, yeah, imagine if you did your entire turns and then you could turn that into like an auto-rendered movie. Maybe that's a future use for AI, you know? Oh yeah, see, yeah, like you just said, gain 10 navigator insight and the game just did not tell you. Like, more people would be making that decision if they knew. I have a question. What's your reason using aim protocols in Pascal? Yes, it does. So a lot of people don't realize this, which is understandable, but the first half of effect of aiming protocols applies to all weapons. So if we look at his ballistic skill, aiming protocols gives us +10 base. They're missing an Oxford comma. The dodge reduction is exclusive to Melter and Plasma. The extra ballistic skill based on intelligence is universal. We try the Expanse game. Yeah, no, definitely. I'm a fan of the Expanse series. Not read the books, watched the TV show, really like the concept. Probably should read the books. I gotta be careful. My ship's taking damage. I don't have scrap at the moment. Ooh, Phlogiston. I need more of that. I've been reading your Navy builds. Is it guaranteed crit attacks of confidence approach? No, I still don't think it's worth taking. You from 25 onwards, you always crit. So all the stances do is lower your damage. I just don't see a good use case for them. Maybe if the next difficulty makes it so you can't stack extra turns and you need to survive damage, maybe then you can take confident and cautious approach. But the way the game that currently works with hyper offensive turn 1s, all it does is lower your damage output. Like, I need a reason to take those other effects, and the current version of the game, it doesn't make it worth. Especially with Devastating Attack, activates all of your damage talents because it can reduce enemy armor, and then you've got most of your Arc Militant talents based on reducing armor. Like, Contempt for the Weak and whatnot. That's footfall. Yeah. Janus. I love the show. I think it's a neat concept. The story of the game kind of follows alongside Jack's story. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to trying that out. The Muro combat's there as well. I won't join the fleet battle just yet, because I might get my butt smashed. Yeah, we need to get some scraps to repair our ship first. I'm probably going to have to go... Once I get Star Goddess, I'll open a green route back to Footfall, and then I'll start making my hub transport zone. Yeah, there's Capital. I totally misread the description. Everyone does. Even I thought that's how it worked to the first read. So when I started playing was just after the 1.2 overhaul patch. And essentially all I was doing was trying to work out what the stuff actually did. Because, yeah, mostly what they advertised they did was not what they did. So, yeah, it was a lot of trying to work out what it actually does. I like that Janus or Footfall as a primary hub because those are two already adjacent to each other. See, the reason I used Argonis is there's obviously the end of Act 2 stuff where if you get back to your place earlier, you get less negatives. We just want to get the Mechanicus Respirator. Alright, there we go. So I got that, so that's going to be for Cabela. I liked it. Then my Rogue Trader, I can actually give him this, because as he goes into Master Tactician, that's going to be better. Yeah, we'll start being able to stack a lot of Resolve. We're currently buffer, but we'll eventually move into damage. Speaking of which, do I want guaranteed single shots or do I want stat buffs? I can give this to Solomon when we recruit him. But the real question is, are you going to play Martian or Belter? Oh, that is true. I don't think I have the accent to be a belter. What I'll do is I'll practice which accent I can do best, and because if I'm going to stream that game, I want to do the accent of whichever colony I come from. So I need to practice my belter accent. Ah, right, that's DLC 2. We don't do that yet. Ah, there's some scrap to actually repair our ship, which is nice. Been slowly getting beaten up by the warp. Oh, I should probably get the reward for nice. Yeah, we've been flying around, but I didn't bother doing the next one. So this one, yeah, critical hit chance based on allies' dogmatic rank, which is good, and those are some good costs. Infernicide don't cure. Choosing stuff is good, and the costs are all good, and dogmatic points are good. Blessing of the Fallen's okay. Complacency is very good. If you stack that globally, you can get some really good stuff. I am going to get Good Tidings first. We'll get some party-wide crit chance. Apology I'm late. Question, by the way. How do you get the Inquisition as part of the Magno Associate quest? So I'm guessing you mean like the Black Signet Ring of the Inquisition. Just lie through your fucking teeth. Just say whatever you think he wants you to say. And you can get it on any alignment, the Black Ring of the Inquisition. And what checks required for the Black Inquisition ring when we're talking about, to Xavier? Yeah, basically just lie. Just apologize that you allowed heresy to happen, even though it wasn't your fault. Fuck, we failed that. And yeah, say that you've cleansed the planet and that, that you don't like the Xenos neither. I've done a full evil playthrough and still managed to get it. Cool. So now that we're here, we're going to have a little look at Footfall. We are going to make a green route there. I'm also going to pop a green route here. It's not optimal, but I like to have just direct routes to here. I'll do the same eventually for here and for here, as well as one that goes here once we have the planet, so we can, and one that goes down to here for quest-related reasons. Make Navy Officer Breacher build, but not sure whether to break Navy or Arbiter's Origin. Arbiters make sense for shotgun talents, but Navy is more law-friendly. I have builds both, so it really depends which you want to go with. Argenta is still the best if she gets the Fury of the 1-star power arm, since it gets second. I think it's 5% crit bonus for every hit, not 1%. 1% is fired up. Ah yes, the Adeptus Mechanicus ship is there as well. Right, before we go do that, I'm going to turn in all these data slates to get a little bit of profit factor and see what items we can buy. Also, when you come back to Footfall, if you check, sometimes the vendors will have stuff that you can't access from your ship. So it's always worth manually popping to them from time to time. I hate doing this, but you'll see why later as we get there. Kinetic, blast. I really need to learn to remember which one's kinetic and which one's blast. Depending on the encounter, it's actually worth changing your shields, but I have never bothered to learn which ones I should be using for which encounters. But yeah, we'll just quickly stop back here because we can trade profit factor. I need to equip... Actually, no, I don't, because I'm not running that build. I can save those goggles for Eurolet. My Eurolet's going to be really strong because of it. That's the point. I should make a note of when to get Hunter's Ambush based on your builds. So Hunter's Ambush I take there. Where's Eurolet? Hunting Surge / Hunter's Ambush. Because, depending on when you give her the goggles, depends which way you want to do that. For my Inquisition, I meant specifically how do you get the bonuses for your colonies? The... Ow! 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 That's all in the spreadsheet. So I have... Well, that's already answered here. 1 second. It's in hives. Here you go. It's on the spreadsheet. Road Trader Ceremony bonus. It's everything you get is here. It's the same if so this is all the events 1.4. I've not updated for 1.5. Projects 1.5 I have updated. I should probably put that's 1.5 here so people know. Yeah. What? Yep. Give me stuff. Oh, we can get a precise lads gun. If only we were using lads guns, because that'd be really nice. Oh, wait. Damn. I was going to go see the pirates whilst I was here. I'll do it next time. Hey Rev, I'm brand new to the game and just started my first game. Your videos have been a huge boon to me. You mind me asking if it's possible to dual wield axes? World Eaters are my favourite. Yes, it's very good. Any build that I have that has melee weapon specialist is designed for dual wield axes. So, yeah. One of my pyromancy builds was originally for that as well. Let me just have a quick little look, see if I've got options for it to be built the other way. Because, yeah, double axe pyromancy berserker was my guy. Where's my psycho builds? Okay, here we go. You can say pyromancy berserker. So at the moment, dual weapon combat, melting armor, steel and forge heavy armor. So this one can do, but I've not taken the specialist talents for it. Because I've also, this was designed that you could also use shields or you can use dual combat for it. But any of the Navy officer ones, so if you don't want to be a psyker, my Imperial Navy Breacher, again, this is actually designed for using 2 axes or a shield if you want to. So yeah, you want to be going ham with 2 axes, have a look at the Imperial Navy Breacher. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't give new stock, but sometimes they have some tier 0 stuff. Like they'll have like extra stuff that they sell that you can't see from this. So if I quickly have a look here, just so we know that we've got everything. So Drusians, nothing there. Opticon, nothing there. Kazbalika, nothing there. Riser, so nothing there. So we're aware that we've cleared out their shops. Where is Invigorating Resolve? Because that's an item I want next. Glad it's not with you. Wait, where do you get Invigorating Resolve again? I swear it was one of the vendors. Well, this is why we made a loot table. Huh. We come back over here. Necklaces. What? What do you mean I don't have it on my spreadsheet? Is there something wrong with me? Let me check my other notes. How dare me? Rogue Trader. 1.5 testing. Nope, not you. DLC 2 prep. Here we go. So the Russian loot table. Where is Invigorating Resolve? Find all. It's cloaks. Let's try trinkets. Appearing transceiver. Nope. Okay, so that necklaces. When a character hits an melee combat, nope. Invigorate. Whenever character hits an ally in 2 sound gains momentum. Explorators level 12. Okay. Oh, it's right. I'm so blind. I'm so blind. And some people in chat did say that. God damn it. We're gonna build towards that. I'm so blind. But yeah, if I quickly go back to Footfall and check some of those now, I think that some of them will have items that we didn't. Oh, wrong place. But yeah, see, I've got all the items. I just need to manually update it into the loot tables. It's so much work. I'm just one goofball, and I have so much stuff to do. So, like, if we go to Martyr's Endurance. We can check to see if he's got anything. So I think he'll have, like, some Medicaid items and shit that you can't get from the main menu.
Know your duty.
I don't know what triggers it to happen. It might be as you complete some of the pot colony worlds. But, see, look, these definitely weren't there. We were just talking to him. He definitely didn't have them when I looked on the ship. So, yeah. That's pretty good. Strength, weapon skill. And some pretty strong grenades. But, like, those definitely weren't available from the ship. Now we need to wait a couple of years for final patch and then another goofball to turn the spreadsheet into a wiki. Yeah, that would be nice. Well, someone messaged me ages ago if they could make a wiki for my stuff, and I was like, yeah, do it. And then never heard from him again. So I was like, oh. So I let the Neo Seeker guys use my stuff as well in case they wanted to start a wiki. Just finished James for the first time yesterday, and it's progressing in the chapter. Is Dargonis the best to visit after? Well, Dargonis doesn't have any battles, so I normally go there first for EXP. So if you go to Dargonis first, you can kind of push yourself to level 21, and then you can do Janus at level 21, which makes it just a lot more bearable.
The divine watches over us.
Such a weird shout. Since the XP values were changed this patch, what's the ideal level you should be for the Dargonis Assault? You'll be level 36 for that. Like, you'll be level 36 for that if you've done all the side content. Some people have reported they've got to level 37 before starting Act 3. So yeah, it's slowed, but not that slowed, if you know. The only reason I don't do Kiva first is you need to do some space combat to get through that. So unless, because I'm playing an unfair and I don't turn down the space combat difficulty, it can be risky to try going there first. My 6 attempts of Janus at unfair at level 18 versus my single attempt at level 21 would attest to that. Yes, exactly. Because I like to kill all the Xenos on Janus, and if you go there at level 18, sometimes you have to think about letting them have the planet because you've got too many traumas to win that fight. You're like, ah. The one area in Baldur's Gate 3 crushes this game. Baldur's Gate 3 wiki is super detailed. Yeah, their wiki is pretty good. I've gone to level 40 because I always travel on orange warp routes. I don't want to be doing a 200-hour run, though. Like, my goodness. You know, after this one, as long as we don't find any game-breaking bugs, I'll do future runs on Grimdark. Yeah. I'm about to cap out the second archetype as I'm doing the Magno. So you probably didn't explore the side stuff. I always create a route between Dargonis and Kiva Gamma. Yep. It's good to do. I'll just wait until I have a little bit more Uxpa. Why does he look like he's wearing the power armor? Huh! Oh my god! We just failed every skill check imaginable there. For real, by the end of the game I was just letting my ship take damage because I was tired of being forced to pick between. Yeah, sometimes you're just like, you know what, fuck these guys. Pop you back here.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Alright, let's make sure Abelard's going to take these guys.
To being ordered around. Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
Let's give this guy a little pop. Oh, we knocked him down. Perfect. So, 98 health. That push is going to get turned into some for him.
Indeed.
So, with the extra push, didn't jump any more than he had. He's still got 18 temp, so something.
If I may.
What I'll probably do is I will probably move Argenta around here to shoot.
Lord Captain.
Kibila. Actually, you can go have fun with this Qatari back here.
As the blade whispers your name, let your soul be purged. Trust me, caught by the web.
And back to cover. Easy peasy. Not debuffed at all. I appreciate the hotfix at all costs. I had feeling like it wasn't working. Okay, so. Oh, actually, yeah. Did they give him anything? Grants 5 damage stacks. Prone, yeah. He's got Reject the Flesh 4. Damn. So his armor is just Reject the Flesh 4. So yeah, apparently he's naked, even though he looks like he's in full bloody power armor. Okay, we can use that to stack up some more dots. Yep. It's not a mod. Base game saying, do you have a mod that speeds up combat? No. So if you look in game, I've just got always combat speed on, so and fast movement. So it just, yeah, and move to the acting character so you don't lose sight of what's happening.
A tactically sound approach. Victory here, sure hand.
Area followed by single. Area followed by single.
At your beck and call, reduced to dust. I will do
Push.
my duty. My place is at the fore.
Go Eagle, go. Go Eagle, go. Go, Eagle, go! So the knockdown is Ablard's get off me, and all those little hits he was taking there was because of the Eagle. So we can... Ablard's already been buffed, but we can at all costs into his back. 44. Oh, oh. So they lowered the damage, but you can still do some damage, you know? Cool. And who do we want to buff?
In service.
I'm worried that you will shoot allies, but I can't get to
The
you.
Emperor commands.
That's fine. We can move her into a better position. So if I pop here,
Enemies of the Emperor will be undone. As the Emperor commands, I act.
then here,
Doubt is why I was chosen. As the Emperor commands, I act.
then as for you,
Rejoice in service.
alright, then her actual turn.
Guided by faith
Ah, perfect.
is a prayer.
That's what we like to
Faith
see.
without deeds is worthless.
Argenta fucks. Almost just my current playthrough. Think I'll do a Commissar playthrough next. Nice. Yeah, Commissar's fun. Can we line this up to not also blast allies? Yes.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. Isn't this a job for the serfs? I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Yep.
At your beck and I took care of this one. I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
In the name of House Orsinian,
Indeed.
I
Victor
shall
reduced to
prevail.
An exemplary strike.
Cool. By the way, just saw on Reddit, someone made a Vanguard that hits for 100 plus at the start of Act 2 in football, mainly by... Ooh, I'm already doing more than that. Yeah, guys, look at my turn 8 Vanguard doing 100 damage. So... yeah, 100 damage on footfall's not that impressive. Because it's just stacking Beacon of Might. And that just means stacking temporary HP, which is probably going to be with Relished Anguish and Knockback, which you could easily do with either a shotgun or a melee weapon specialist mace, or you could be using Ablar to get off me with that. It's such a boring, and it's been done for over a year, and it's suboptimal build that is only popular in Reddit screenshots, but terrible to actually play. Because I'm using a one-hander on Ablard, and I'm doing over 100 damage anyway, and there's no difference between Ablard at level 17 and the current version I have, because I've not upgraded any gear, and he's doing that with a one-hander and a shield anyway. Ooh, power sword. Now, the only reason I'm putting this on my Commissar is just for the looks. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, silly things. Did I really not sort these? No, this is sorted. It's just that's how bad it looks. Cool. Not boss fight, but the gauntlet run of the finale of Act 1, limping with a lot of traumas at the final boss. That can always suck. What do you reckon is the hardest fight in the game? Probably The hardest fight in the game technically is the Chaos Spawn, because it's the time where you don't have all your talents and extra turns. Aurora's the last main challenge in the game because it's before you get access to Grand Strategist. And then after that, yeah, there's not really much more challenge going on there. Like, some people will say that, oh, this boss is hard or that boss is hard, but it's all down to party composition. Say power armors. What are the base base outfits? Well, the Arbiter's looks really nice. I really like the Hive's World Voidsman armor stuff. All of Cabela's stuff is just fantastic. 150. Not worth. Nothing to trade there yet. Some stuff there, but I don't think it's worth. Yeah, you can toggle off armor showing, so you can go with your base outfit. So yeah, if you didn't like any of your armors, you thought they were ugly, you can toggle them off now. So you can just be like, you know what, Abelard, I don't like that, and then you just have him like this. Let's quickly go to the administratum. Yeah, Chaos Spawn always does indeed have hands. So Stinky did go into the prologue, and I watched him do it, and it took him 4 hours to get through it, and he had not got through in 4 hours. I gave him 3 pieces of advice, and then he one-shot it, and he was so mad. He just kind of saved the game, smacked his desk, said he'll speak to me later. He was so obsessed with trying to win the fight, he just wasn't paying attention to the mechanics he had at his disposal. So he wasn't armor stripping it, he wasn't clearing the ads, he wasn't paying attention to the fact that the boss was consuming the ads to heal. Like, it was so funny. It was like 4 hours, I'm just sat there like, trying not to tell him how to play the game. Running a 5 Tsunami build, and I just hit level 14. Do you think Balancing the Edge is appropriate for me to pick when I'm playing Daring difficulty? If you're planning to use Desperate Measures, Balancing on the Edge is a fantastic ability. So you can use both the Desperate Measure and the Heroic one, and when you gain that trauma, when you use it, it does increases your weapon skill. But if you aren't actually running the trauma aspect, then it does nothing for you. Abelard's just a Harry Hines on, yeah. I really don't get the Fast and 40k. It's all coat on top of coat on top of coat. Bro, I don't get why you have hoods on the Astartes armors. Like, dude, yeah, sure, I think that's cool, but like, come on, Dark Angels, the fuck you playing? I see you, Deathwatch. I see you. Oh, I just realized who the Master of Seals is. It's that bitch. Raids nerfed himself, it seems. Yes, basically. And Stinky's normally someone who's quite clever with games as well. Oh. Oh. Who's WhatsApping me? Sorry, streaming? I'm just quickly checking what the message is. Oh, work stuff. Yeah. Cool. Gotcha. Play into traumas can never seem to stack more than injury before I get back to my ship, it seems. Outside of combat, you can actually just take off your armor and target yourself with Ignite and just spam Ignite outside of combat to stack them all up. But it's best to wait until you have Anatomy Expert before you start stacking traumas, because otherwise it can backfire. Just getting to the beginning of Act 2 running this through, so we'll see. Nice. Hoods and Dark Angels, gloves and white scars, right? Gloves and metal gauntlets. What's going on? Every Space Marine chapter has an overly edgy name. The Solaris hood doesn't shock me at all. Yeah. God, yeah, and I'm a Black Templar fan and a Space Wolf fan, so I can't talk about shit. Like, the two edgiest factions. Though, I'm pretty fond of a White Scar bike rush. I'd love to see some more of stuff like that. I like that one guard. Greetings, your lordship. Good thing the Raven Guard aren't as edgy. I like the Raven Guard. Because of Dawn War, I'm also a big fan of the Blood Ravens. What's the best way to fast kill the Chaos Spawn at the end of the tutorial? Go the Iconoclast route, so you have a deck full of ship hands to help you shoot it. Or the Heretic route to get the Inferno Pistol to blast it. Dark Heresy is going to have the Night Lords. They were edgy before they fucking went Chaos Undivided. Well, let's blame the Emperor for all the names in the... yeah. Remember, Space Marines were essentially just the Emperor making a No Girls Allowed club. Of course it's going to be all edgy and boy-focused. There's Clementia's new picture. Give me portraits for every NPC. That's all I ask, Alcat. I don't care about voice acting. I just want portraits.
A job for me.
Why was that Jay's voice? That's the point. Oh, by the way, in Act 4, do check these contracts. There are new items in the contracts. Hi, how do I get the Corruption Eradicator helmet? That is Act 3, and that will be in the box after you beat the Commissar. You just lockpick it. Tactical cloak could be useful. It could be useful. She can't use that yet. Okay. No worries. So starting the girls in the custody. Oh god, no. I'm not starting that debate. End of the day, Games Workshop can pick and change whatever lore that they want to keep relevant or not. I want my Ghost Rider back. I'm very ambivalent on the starties. I understand what they're supposed to be. The amount of Mary Sue, yeah. Well, some characterization of the Astartes in all novels. Yeah, they're all over the place. That's why I like the books. I like the different interpretations. God, swallowed that wrong. The only interpretation I care about is whatever Henry Cavill puts out. We'll see what he's up to. Ah yes, the most pointless item in the game, the heavy melter that has no upgrade. Just go, yeah, custodians in general, the whole concept of them is just silly. Oh, giant super soldiers? What about giant super soldiers? Okay, cool. I do like that they go back and they fix the visuals and add all sorts of new little things like that. Oh, I wonder if the bed's back. On the test patch, there was no bed. Oh, yay, the bed's back. Yeah. I thought that's kind of the order Argenta was. I mean, obviously not Mastartes and everything replaced with highly trained. Argenta is the Adeptus Sororitas, which is the Sisters of Battle, as they're more commonly called. They're basically the Imperial cult aren't allowed to have men at arms. It's part of the doctrine, but that doesn't mean they can't have women at arms, which is where you get the Adeptus Sororitas, which are the military branch of the priests. It's sort of a way of skirting around the rules. Like this, I think the Sisters of Battle fit in really nicely. Flame Purity. Choose a book. Listings of the Motive Force, I think is the right one. Neptune's Music. And Symphony of Honor Duty Part 2. Databank. Yeah, the Ecclesiarchy found a loophole to build a standing army. Yeah, that's essentially what it is. They weren't meant to have an army and they built it. But by training, like, religious nuns that are, like, hyper-fanatical, they actually channel warp powers, even though they're not psychers. So they're miracles where they turn into, like, literal fucking angels. That's essentially chaos warp powers that happening because they believe it to be so they channel their chaos entity, which is the Emperor. Like... Yeah, the Watchers of the Throne book's good. I've got the Dark Heresy books downstairs. My daughter's just started reading through some of them. Saint Celestine's just another demon. Yeah, basically. Right. Oh, yeah, the Curiosity Merchant. Let's quickly chat to him. Sounds like heresy, yes. And... boy. The good thing about the Rogue Trader with the Eagle is you can get like extra buffs to Agility and Perception, which are fantastic things to buff. What do we get? What do we get? Cyber gains 5 Agility and Perception, 100% more damage. While Cyber starts soaring, adjacent enemies must pass the Willpower Resistance test with -20. So this can trigger shotgun shots from Arbiters. So yeah, that's pretty useful. What? I think I didn't have enough to afford a new Raven power. It sucks. It sucks. If you don't get the paper first from the Seal Master and get the seals from Janus Targonus, it will hard lock you out since you can't get the seal from Janus again. There's actually 3 locations you can get the seal. There's obviously Janus is one, and then you've got 2 options. You can either go to the Poison world with the bunker, or you can get one on the ship with the safe that you can get into that used to have the dodge cloak, which they removed. Even though the Eagle may not be the best combat, I think it's hand down the best RP pack. Yeah, apparently a noble overseer will actually have the most interactions. God damn it. Need 45 and 55. Ugh. Yeah, we're not spending profit factor on Theodore's funeral. We send out the Bloodspin Whip. Cool. I got the Poison World Seal first and did the endless waiting to get the achievement, and I was told to redo it all again. Yeah, no, bugs like that piss me off a lot as well. Stuff like that can really ruin your play. Your playthrough. It's just like, I forget, what was my next talent? Joint offensive. So Master gives one select test for every hit they score on enemies. Yes. Alright, build's starting to come together. Then let's see. We are Abelard. Dependable. Yep, that's gonna make Janus a lot easier with weapon skill. Idra, we can level her up whilst we're here. She's already got what buffer, AP increase, then Psychonjurus. More willpower. I love the fact that I can even use this to just speed through and not have to worry about it. So I've got Heavy Gunner now, so if I wanted to, I can actually swap to the Heavy Bolter myself. There. More ballistic skill. And then I gear... Reckless Rush at the next level is going to be good, especially with Breaking Point. Then we go Cassiar. Personal Combat Zone. Yep, so allies can move the zones. Or willpower. Pascal, we're using Lightning Burb, so let me go to Lightning Burb build. Rite of Calibration. Yeah, it means one free Burb ability. Let's be happy about that. Ballistic skill is now 70, so hopefully we won't miss any more shots. Then Heinrichs. Sacrificial Penance, so here you can start building up stuff on the old Birdo. If you take Warp Buffer earlier, you can actually inject him with the stuff, but I always wait till I have Warp Buffer before I give him the injection. GA, I think I'm building Master Tactician, if I remember right, which is the exact same build as my Rogue Trader, so she's going to take Ballistic Skill and Joint Offensive as well. And I think the last person to level up is Kabila. Then we go get Urilet. So weapon skill and invigorating scream. So she's got a heal, but if you don't want to take the heal, you can take Master of Torture instead. Yep. Thanks to new followers, by the way. Guys, let's have a little look, see if I've missed any Twitch commands. Yeah, so we got Ruth Mecha and her Mauser, sorry. God, sorry, I went really English there, and we just learned to stop reading things. We also got Jay Chunter coming in with that, so thanks for following and stuff. I know it's going to be a bit quiet on the Twitch side of things because we're still new there, but for those 13 of you over there, I do thank you for stopping by. Yeah, normally I have Stinky sat on the Twitch side of things so he can see all the commands and stuff, and I do need to update and set them all up properly. I might actually just give Stinky admin access to do that because he knows how to do that. I had similar Valjen storyline, did everything on football for her, and then got the quest again. Ugh. Yeah, there are some quests that if you complete before you actually complete, it bugs them out. It's yeah, and the last was in your scout sniper build of Eagle. I skipped a couple of entire combat encounters and had people help me purely because of a bird. Nice. Hello, could you recommend a good starting class that does not overlap with the companions? They all overlap. Better yet, tell me what kind of playstyle you want, and I'll tell you a build that doesn't overlap with their builds. So what do you want your rogue trader's role to be in the party? That's a much better way to ask that question, and it's also much easier for me to answer. Oh, I'm still using Medal of Alacrity. I really should give that over here, shouldn't I? But I want to have the best items, even if I'm not the best person to use them. Pascal, what helmet you got? Pinpoint visor is okay, but I'm actually going to give you the hit chance one, because that's actually better on Argenta. Ballistic sniper. Operative sniper Aldari. We have some options. So if you want to do that, so operative is one of the harder origins to archetypes to play, because it's probably the weakest of all of them, but it's still an interesting play style. So if you go and you check out, there's two. The scout sniper will go from operative, and then it will have an eagle. Or if you want better attack on me, the Kazbalika Cold Trader will use Aldari sniper rifles, and they can use some really cool items to increase their sort of attack economy there. I just realised that depending on who you give the tactical goggles to, you might want to switch these two around. Yeah. So yeah, check out the Kazbalika Cold Trader in the Fortress World slot here. What do you think about the Ancient Force Sword with Force Sword and the Blade Dance build? It's one of the weaker Force Swords. Like, it didn't get updated all that hard by comparison. Should I swap to the Heavy Bolter straight away? Yes, and we won't drop Imperial's Pride, because if I take an injury, I'll need that. No worries. Blade Dance Overseer will have the least overlap. Well, yeah, there's going to be a little bit less there. Buffers, healers, enablers. But also for buffers, healers, and enablers, if you want to be the best of the buffers, so when it comes to like buffers, you've obviously got. I'm playing a Commissar officer. Officer is the best buffer in the game. Astra Militarum has some good buffers as well, even though I went for a bit of an odd gimmicky build. But then you've also got stuff like the White Mage, which is a pure support officer Biomancer build, if you want to go Psycho route. Which is funny, because Psycho's the only background that's not from a chain of command option. Who is currently using... You've still got the Numo boots, but I'm not using you in the party, so I'm going to take those back for Avalon. If I'm not currently using you, I want those back. Impulse boots. So I'm told Impulse boots currently apply to shotguns, so I need to double test that. Cabela. Oh, you're using the inertia boots. Yeah, that's fucking fantastic. Can anyone benefit from the skirmisher boots from now? No one really needs to generate movement, do they? Oh, she's using Sororitas boots. Sororitas boots are really good if you can get a bunch of kills in. So yeah, if I line up that, I can use that really well. You said your Pascal build is pretty similar to the build in the Operative Eagle Seer using the arc rifle, right? Yes. The one I'm currently using, yeah, because I'm using Lightning Overseer Eagle Pascal. If we go here off, we get access to the colony. Always check with your advisors, by the way. So the blood of this one rotor gets 1 deflection and 3% hit chance. Not bad. Decreases enemy critical hit chance by 15%. I don't care about that. Grants rogue trained allies +2 momentum for each human enemy killed in battle. That seems really good, but the entire end game is non-human enemies. Because human literally means Imperial. Whereas Xenos is everything that isn't literally human. So that one's sneaky. I will take the deflection and the 3% hit chance. It's so sneaky. We need more plasteel. Yeah, we need plasteel. I do like restoration. Yeah. Alright, but we should have more things. Are 4 swords good? Or should 4 swords are good for psychers. If you're playing a psyker, use 4 swords and Blade of Light. I remember there was a 7 plasteel that we went past. Voidborn would be good origin, or no, Voidborn is good for arc rifles and intelligence builds. So if you're playing that, yes, otherwise Voidborn's not very good. It's very specific for what it's useful for. We need to check where we got. There was a 7 plasteel wild I went past earlier. Yes, I know I literally have a spreadsheet where I've listed where all of that is. But even I don't like to often stop and look. But if I want the best plasteel, Libris Maderis, Pillars of Verdas, that's what it was, and Trinitos. I've already grabbed the Trinitos one. Yeah, Ancient Force Sword's just not very good. There's 12 other Force Swords, and some of them are really good. That one's 2. Oh yes, that's DLC 2. But yes, how is everyone doing? What are the builds that everyone's playing through at the moment? What have you guys decided to do with your 1.5 runs? Which of the companions are you planning to take on your Magnosia Socia? I am planning to take... Well, Cassia's pretty good. Jay's pretty good. Probably Cassia and Jay. What 4 swords do you recommend? I don't know which ones you have. Obviously, Veil Render's really good until later. But it depends. Just use whichever ones you like when you find them. Read their effects. But it's hard to recommend that without trying to tell you where to go and how to play. Just if you like it and it fits with your build, use it. Like, if using an Executioner, you want the Warpfire Curse Sword, so Cursebringer and the other one. Right now I'm trying a Scarlet Snipers build. Nice. I was halfway through an Arbitus melee build, recruited a Priest melee build to try it out, though, and it's busted. Yeah, Blade Dancer's that. Crime Lord with the sole purpose of giving as much money as possible. See, Crime Lord is weird because it boosts weapon skills, so it's kind of designed for Blade Dancer or Warrior. And you'd think that it'd be better suited to Operative. There isn't really an Operative origin. Pistol Commissar is really good, as is Astra Militarum Pistol. Yeah, and Psychocasters are pretty good as well. Like, the Lean of the Slayer build was one of my first runs, and yeah, I really like that. I thought I was going to do Priest BD, and then you went and did this swashbuckler on me. It's good. It's so good. Yeah, finding out Navy officer with a fucking blade dancer is just a D&D swashbuckler is hilarious. We'll land on worlds later. Can't think about doing. Yeah, okay, yeah, I read that. Okay, I need to save that last one. Because I need the plasteel. Mean build suggestion: arbitrator, blade dancer, overseer, animal of choice. I've already got a build for that. The shield dancer. So blade dance with offhand shield works, and you can make it into an overseer dog build, and when you do blade dance, your dog also blade dances. Also wondering if plasma pistols are actually worth it on Commissar. So yes, basically enough, still good. With my Commissar build, I did try it with plasma pistol, and whilst it's usable early game, plasma pistols drop off exponentially because plasma pistols just aren't as good as the late game Bone Shatterer or the late game burst pistols. So what I've done is I've actually put two paths on my soldier Commissar. One path, which is the first one for using plasma weapons because you can increase attack economy early, but it is definitely weaker than burst area arc militant Commissar. So I've put in the alternatives, and honestly, quick firing lads pistol with an offhand like Bone Shatterer, or even just a second lads pistol, it's just way stronger. Who's your guest for the companion next DLC? It'll probably be a heretic, or potentially maybe some shenanigans with Nomos or Trazen. I'm just going Pyroblade Dance again, my current run. Yep, it's really good. But yes, the exceptional willpower and priest is also amazing. But yeah, I reckon it will be something like that. Obviously, the devs haven't confirmed anything yet. Oh, did I miss the blood scene with my spreadsheet up? Yeah, so we got these self-calibrating goggles for Eurolit. Ah, yes. Ooh, 5,000 Drusian rep. Influential servant. At start of each battle, the rogue trades party gains 10 momentum. That is also useful. All allies get 3 wounds. Not as useful, but the momentum one, however, is something we can abuse. What's the strat? Protect DFA endlessly whilst the Mastiff bites enemies around you? Pretty much. You can run around and do all sorts of things. You can also, because of advanced training, build up a lot of movement. Yes, we got access to the Curiosity Merchant from here. See if we have more stuff to sell to these guys. Everything that isn't fuel. Close. Close. Best time in the game. Okay. Veil of Blades works correctly now. Don't know. Some people have said that it seems to be bugged at certain ranges, but I've not had that issue. Does Hymn of Vengeance duplicate the buff for priests? I think so. I haven't tested it. Where was I going? Oh yes, I need to go back to over here to get the plasteel. I kind of don't want to go this way. I want to go that way. Oh my god. I'd like a hive. I had to read that several times to make sure I wasn't saying a slur, but yes, a hive gang member. I was like, read it carefully. What do you think thematically the best origin, or at least the most fun for you? Right now, Navy Officer is probably the most fun. Priest is probably the strongest. Arbitus has the most options. Astra and Commissar, I really like them for being able to be both buff and damage. But my favourite, without question, is still Psyker because of, well, just the madness that is Psyker. But yeah, they're all very good. Noble and Crime Lord need to be touched up. I would like to see Noble work better for Officer and Operative, and I'd like to see Crime Lord work better for Operative as well. Because currently Crime Lord's just it's a melee weapon skill thing. So yeah, it could use a little bit of touch up and love. Who be doth pinging me? Not yet. I will have to check that leader. Yes, so this is actually a better route back over here. We want to go this way. Obtates also has the most strip. Yeah, it's pretty good. So we want to go Pillars of Verdance to get that resource. No. I swear that route between Dargonis and here wasn't there before, but I might be misremembering. So you, yes, 7, 3. We want the 7. That's why we came back here. We need that for colonies. Okay. Then, ooh. We gotta be careful. We don't want to get too much dogmatic. Oh, we get the required meter, like, already, which is really, really good. Explorators rep. Well, that's exactly what I wanted. 2 plasteel. Let's make sure we set this going first. So I want to get restoration. And then over here. Yep, we can still get our explorators. Nice, 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 nice. And if we can get both of those on the way to Amaral, no, to Janus, we are combat ready. So as you can see, I am power gaming by scanning planets to be ready for that. Oh my god, the cutscenes. I feel your favourite will always be your first playthrough. Coincidentally, mine was Heretical Pyromancer Psyker, pretty sure to send the whole screen and fight. Yeah, that's literally what I did. It was Warrior Arc Militant, Pyromancer, Twin Axe wielding Psyker. Very unoptimized, very fun, had a great time. I definitely like Crime Lord's ability, but there's some friction points like having weapon skill bonus, but the various plans looking at int for how many changes and perception for effects game. Yeah, it's all over the shop. Ugh, I'm too dumb to understand why Cassia sent me a burb. Why the fuck she sent me a burb? Why would you do this? With my low int. Dude, if you don't play a be smart like int build, the game really punishes you for having no ways to talk or anything. Give her a library. Bitches love libraries. Whilst I'm here, anyone got anything else to add?
My apologies. The date I have the statement of the form of prohibitions established by unknown elders. The form of an audacious, the omnis. I will continue.
Instead of bringing some Simon, you get split to me. Yeah, having to do like multi-attribute dependent builds, it's always too much. And the fact that mixed attacker just is not supported by the base game, you can't expect someone to scale weapon skill, perception, and intelligence. Because intelligence, the only steps to that is pure range and bliss skill, because they can't survive in melee. So you're already running into an issue there. Cool. We've got what we needed here. Complacency. Yeah, stacking that good early. Oh, that one's just profit factor, so we can... Oh, well, let's not touch profit factor till I buy the thing I want. Yeah, you're not going to trick me, game. As far as I know, Castle Romance is very smooth with the noble origin, since it all makes sense to a noble. Yeah, this is where you get one of the stamps for Jay. Was that the Burning Worlds one? I forget. Alright, we're going to do this stuff after Janus. I literally just came here to just sneak a little bit more EXP from the scans. Anyway, we'll get Invigorating Resolve, and then we'll go easy mode clear Janus because of it. As Abelard has ridiculous amounts of temp HP. So there's two reasons why I pushed Explorators. One was to get Invigorating Resolve, and the other one was to get the self-calibrating goggles. So that way it increases the attack economy for Urilet, and for Abelard it makes him an immortal, unkillable god. Congratulations, your build is now complete. Cool. Oh, we can give you the required meter. Also, really, by the way, if you're playing a Melee Blade Dancer Priest, incredibly sick item for that. Oh yeah, dude, Rogue Trader, I was always a Warhammer fan, but I hadn't been too much into the setting since 3rd edition. We're like, they're about to release 11th, I think. So, yeah, like, the Rogue Trader really brought me back into the game setting. It's this and Space Marine too, and I'm really looking forward to Dark Heresy. It's part of Jay's quest line, but does that one twin always die? I feel like it happened when I didn't... Don't remember. Don't remember. Janus. I've never had anyone else dying Jay's questline, I don't think. Then again, it's usually skipped through Jay's... Well, take Jay to Act 3 does reveal quite a little bit about her. Hello! I actually think Jay's one of the best characters. So Luna, we've been coming up with more heretic builds. I've now got a Dark Judge Arbitrator build. We've also got some heretic options for Psychers and some priest. Evil priest is also always fun. And the same for a Navy officer. Honestly, this game's on par with Dark Souls, my favourite 40 game now. Nice. Yeah, I really hope that they keep the momentum going with the next one. Alrighty then. What? What? Why? Why? Better. Better. My favorite background in terms of drip are definitely Crime Lord and Noble. Yeah, they are pretty sweet. And yet they're the two that weren't updated. But Commissar's pretty dope as well. Right, let's go to Janus. Stinky. How you doing, Stinky? Yep. So yeah, we definitely power game pushed Janus. Oh, dinner's ready. Thank you, sweetie. Alright, I will do this battle and then I'll make a save and pop and make a little temp head into the stream so I can go eat with the family. Evil Judge, the tax evasion is the moral good. Dude, that would be me. Like, it is one's duty to avoid tax. No, I hadn't even gone to Janus. So I'd actually been avoiding Janus to power game ready for Janus. Seductor Arbitrator with Heretical Dog or Guttural Growl and a Flamer. Yeah, that sounds good. Honestly, Warrior Dog User is one of the strongest setups you can get. I just realized, like, this has very low cut top. This does not. The art does not always reflect. Get sniped. W family, man. Yep. And the thing is, I can't just keep going because if I don't finish this up, my partner will literally not eat food. She'll sit there and wait for it to get cold and wait for me. She's a very wholesome wifey. I think so. Alright, well, let's make sure our team don't get messed up by all of this. Alright, so most of these guys are going to go first. So what we could do... We definitely want to get Abelard into the combat first, but how do we move him? Indeed. Well, if we can't get Abelard to act first, what we can do is just make sure we kill everyone first.
If I may,
I can't stand it!
isn't this a job for the serfs?
Perfect.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. I am the Tempest.
Argenta Fox. She's so stupidly strong. Women like that are to be cherished. Never let her go. You'll most likely never find anyone else, especially not in England. My God, is England horrible for that?
I am your blade and shield. Let your soul be purged. Death is a blessing.
You can just loot a hotshot lasgun near this fight after they clean up the area. I guess you have to remember to you have to shoot the guy and not leave with them so you can actually loot this area. I will do that. I've never actually done that. I've always been very nice to the guard, but this time I'm shimming his face so I can loot.
As honor ordains. I shall not fail, as the killing brings me
Cool.
no pleasure.
Alright, let's get you into cover. Full
I
cover.
bring mercy and retribution.
Let's make it quick.
Oh,
Cleanses the body.
who got hit? Oh, they threw a grenade. That's so.
May the divine's will be done.
Now, if you have a look at Abelard's HP, do you see why I wanted the invigorating resolve? When people are like, oh, how buff Abelard? Easily. Easily.
And so shall it be done.
Easily. Is how you buff Abelard.
Rejoice.
Who even thought of a fight like this?
So what we're going to do...
I will not be deterred.
Yeah, we'll move him here.
Rejoice in service.
So if we currently have a look at my Abelard, so I've shot him in the back, but he's still got 195 wounds, and his stats are through the goddamn roof.
It will be done.
So yeah, the answer to that and many questions was pretty easily.
At your back. Indeed.
So yes, my Abelard entirely online already.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
I should be mixing up between my attacks to generate things, but
Victor,
that guy just got knocked down.
at your back and call.
I'll be back.
Follow my lead. It will reduce to dust. I'd rather not. I took care of this one. Indeed.
Now what I need to do as well is I need to kind of get line of sight for him to be back to my main guy. But like I said, he's got like 300 temp HP going on here. And yeah, his damage, I'm on Janus and I'm doing 200 plus damage per hit. So when someone said like, oh yeah, you can do 100 damage as a Vanguard on football, it's like, don't care.
Hire but a vessel for the higher purpose.
Is anyone still alive? Ah, you.
A tactically sound approach.
Wow, 361. 361 at level 21. This is all I'm saying. Though I probably should have positioned a little bit better so I can finish off the last guy.
I've seen worse battles than this in my
Grenade.
time. Victory.
Let's see. Can we throw a grenade to throw him at me? I want to move you closer somehow. Away would also possibly get damage. Even if I get the 4 MP hit, it's not going to be enough to get to where I want to go. But, yeah, it's a lot. it's just a lot.
I will endure.
And I think, yeah, the only one left alive is that one guy.
Rejoice in battle. Doubt is for the weak. Faith united escapes the Emperor's judgment.
Yeah, so... Builds be strong. Oh, I forgot about that guy. I should have just had Abelard hit him. Whoops.
As the Emperor indicated.
Know something about that damage? It's not slashing or blunt, it's shock, so it bypasses armor. I don't think shock completely bypasses. I think it's just that when arm pain gets high enough, it does some stuff. But I'll have to double check about some of that. Kill the officer. do the Commissar thing. I'll find my own way there. So, let's see. What are on these bodies? I've never once checked. So, we have forces like Carapace, don't need that. Regular swords, don't need any of those. Just some regular sniper. Oh, these are marksman rifles, actually. They're pretty good. Those are upgrades, so we keep those. The swords, the flak vests, we don't care about. And then we can normally loot this area anyway, so it's nothing too special. Then obviously, yep, hotshot lasgun, which is pretty nice. Hotshot lasgun is a really good upgrade for if you're here on your Commissar run. Not Commissar, Astra Militarum. Astra Militarum Commander. Shock has base 100 armor pen. Once it's over 100, it does bonus damage. Is it that much really, though? It doesn't say anything about being shocked, though. Let's have let's not make assumptions. Let's attacks and hits. Set the cover. That's weapon skills. Do we have anything for shock? It's not that I don't believe you. I just don't want to repeat something that we're not sure about. Firing arcs, space combat, new dodge, damage types. So energy damage. So shock, anything that electrocutes the target. Cool, but what does that do? Dealt by various types of fire energy, running piercings. It doesn't say anything. Power damage inflicted by a field that disrupts the molecular bonds of matter using power weapons such as power. Yep. So, indestructible damage ignores armor. That's warp, mental, and machine. So they exclusively do that. It doesn't really say anything like that. Oh, actually, we might be able to get something specific for shock here. Type of energy dealt by the that electrocutes the target. I can't find anything in game that supports it. But if we have a look at that A-Blood hit, so he did like 300 here. But we are seeing enemy armor. So their effective armor here, their minus armor, and we're only doing 35% armor penetration, so their armor is still being taken into consideration. The reason we're doing so much is Malpain Shroud. it's Malpain Shroud. I think what it is with 1.5, if you do 100% armor pen, it doesn't show the armor calculation, so that's why I think I was making a mistake when we weren't sure if Arc Rifle was ignoring armor. I think it does, but once you overpen too much, it doesn't show anything. But with that in mind, yeah, reducing the armor reduction. But that's happening because of my natural stuff anyway. Because if I look over, yeah, my armor pen is 35%, which is what that is, and that's what it calculated at. Whereas if I use this, it would have done more armor pen. But yeah, we'll have to see. There might be a way we can confirm. I might be able to talk to some of the devs about that. But yeah, this item, game breaking. Like I said, doing just 300 damage per melee hit at level 21. But what's for tea? Thai green curry. Thai green curry. But with that in mind, we need to quickly save, and I need to head off there. Act 2, end of stream. Dinner time. But as for everyone else, thanks for stopping by. If you want to leave a like on the video on the YouTube side of things, then feel absolutely free. For the guys following Twitch, thank you for stopping by and following. Sorry if I wasn't seeing any alerts. Stinky's my guy who normally follows that, and he hasn't been on. And yeah, Thai green curry. I'll be right down, sweetie. So thanks all, and bye for now.